Hello, friends. This is Phil, and this is episode 201 of Growing All Gardening, my little podcast, my little storytelling journal. So, look, here's the thing it's now the 30th of March, 2023, and if you're in the UK, or if you're in the north of the UK, if you're in North Yorkshire, where I am, if you're in Harrogate, let's say, the good news is, my friends, spring is definitely springing. Now, the reason why I say that is there's three indicators to me that spring is springing. The first indicator, which is the most obvious one that I go hunting for, let's say, is the buds on the trees are budding. Yes, my friends, they are budding. They are actually doing their thing, preparing to produce this year's canopies. Excellent. The next thing I look at, which is kind of mildly intriguing in my mind, is I look for acers. I look at the acer, the Japanese maple. I look for their leaf coming out because they're particularly delicate leaves that come out, and they come out very quickly in a matter of days from being completely dormant to like a little bud into a bing, there's the leaf. Happens very, very quickly. They're very, very delicate plants, but they are very quick at going from dormant to spring. And yesterday, my friends, I looked out the window and I went, hey, hello, Acer, you're here. My acer, for reference, lives on the back of my house, which is north facing, and it's a very happy little acer, let's say. If anything, up here where I live, on the top of, let's say, the slight outskirts of the Harrogate city is town, is there's a wind channel, and actually the back of the house, north facing, which is great, and it shelters the acer also from the wind, which is great. So there we go. So the tree is budding, the ace is budding. The herbaceous plants around the gardens that I've been wandering around recently are in motion. Yes, my friends. And look, the biggest thing to tell is the lawns are growing, and the lawn plants are pulling vigor. They may not be actively growing yet, but they're pulling vigor. And the reason why I say that is because the feeds that have gone down very, very recently at the very back end of winter into early spring are definitely showing evidence of doing their thing. Primarily, you can see the grass is greening up really, really nicely. That's all rusty coloured grass. The ryegrasses that go rusty in winter have been replaced now by healthy, green, ready to grow green grass and a little bit of growth from the base of the plant. So, my friends, it's now time. We are merely days away from what I call the spring bounce, when nature bounces out of the ground. And if you're ahead of the season, let's say if you've been doing your little chores over the last few weeks, last few months, then you will be ahead of the season. However, if you haven't been, very soon you'll be behind the season. So here's a little tip if you are not quite ready yet. This weekend, Easter break, get out in the garden, do some of the following: cut the lawn, feed the lawn, edge the lawn. Happy days. Aerate the lawn, if it needs to be aerated. Lightly scarify the lawn if you want to scarify the lawn, if it needs scarifying. Maybe even put a moss killer down if it's got moss in it, and then scarify it. In the beds, prune the plants that need planting. Tidy up the beds, tidy up the climbers, tidy up the fences, tidy up everything, clean the patio, clean the garden furniture, get ready for party season. And as a little kind of footnote, and I know for some of you this is a bit early, but it's time, my friends, you out there that are the barbecue fans, it's time to get barbecuing. If anything, this year I've usually barbecued earlier than now, but actually this weekend, even though it's going to be a bit cool up here, I reckon a bit rainy, I might get the barbecue ready and out. Barbecuing. Now, here's a little footnote, by the way, when we talk about barbecue. I don't know if you've ever watched on Netflix the series called Chef's Table. It's a fascinating insight into people that have an absolutely pure obsession with doing one thing well, making beautiful food. And some of those episodes feature fine food, and some episodes feature desserts, and some episodes feature pizzas. But look, there's an absolutely brilliant series in there that features barbecuers. Extraordinary the level of obsession people can go to produce the best barbecues in the world. But anyway, where was I going? I don't know. But anyway, spring's nearly here. The temperatures are coming up. Everything's starting to grow. And it's nearly party season and barbecue season in the garden. So happy days is what I say, my friends. Happy days are here. Anyway, look, that's episode 201. Whew. Catch you again soon. Take care. Ta-da! Bye!